Welcome back to Bloom. Back to school can be exciting, but a lot of kids get anxious, especially after last year. Licensed mental health counselor and board certified art therapist Samantha Stevenson with McNulty Counseling joins us now with some tips for parents to make the transition back to school a little bit easier. But boy, we weren't expecting it to be kind of a repeat of last year.
Yeah, definitely not for sure, but unfortunately we're in this situation again and we can make the best of it anyway.
You're right. We're in this situation again. We know a lot more than we did this time last year. So what should we be thinking about when it comes to getting our kids back to school?
You know, I think for some kids, what I'm seeing now is a lot of kids are really excited to go back, and we can still normalize, that's a good thing to be back in the school system, especially if they're making huge transitions into middle school or high school and they're just ready to be in a more more focused program that they might not have been in middle school or elementary school. So we can still normalize. So that's still exciting. That's really a good thing. But I think for a lot of our kids coming in now, we had that virtual learning option, and now that's may or may not be an option for them now. And helping them transition back into the school year might be a little bit difficult too. So we want to be on the lookout for maybe there is more anxiety with going back in, some anticipatory anxiety with starting their day, or what's it going to be like if I haven't been in the school system this whole time and I've only been at home and at the comfort of my own home too. So I think it's normal to be on the lookout for some of those things too. And even if they do go back in, there might be more distractions since they're not used to being in a classroom like they've been in. There might be more physical distractions that Zoom might have eliminated some of them. So I would expect a little difficulty concentrating and focusing.
It's going to take a while, to get recalibrated. Is there anything as parents that we can do to help?
Parents can help their kids build a routine or a structure. A lot of schools right now are having orientations or open houses, so take advantage of those days and bring your kids there so they can get oriented with the school campus if it's something new. Get them introduced to their teachers and where their classes are going to be. Help them or build that routine in there again. What's their morning going to look like? Maybe help them create that schedule after school for when they're going to block out time for homework. Give them breaks when needed too, because that's going to be really important, because if they've been in virtual all last year, it's going to be mentally exhausting to be in school for 7 or 6 hours of the day and then come home and
you can't just take a break when you want to like you can in virtual school. Yeah.
Right.
Do you have any worries about the fact that some kids will be wearing masks, some kids won't, some kids are vaccinated, some aren't, others, and they might be bullied, kind of like what happens in the adult world?
I'm sure that's may or may not be the case. I'm hoping not, but my stance on that is you have to do what's best for you and what you're comfortable with. So if that means wearing a mask, you're doing it for you and more so what's in line with your values. And if someone's going to be there bullying you for it, then you stick up for yourself and ignore it, walk away. You're doing what's right for you and your family in that case.
Yeah, you're right. That is so true, because it's really, all about your safety and your health. Yeah. Anything that we can do on the day of as they head back to school? I mean, you want to kind of I do anyways, want to helicopter a little after what we've been through last year, but any other tips?
I would give them the space, to let them figure it out on their own. They have the capability to do it. They remind them that they've been through this before. They can do it again. They made big transitions. Remind them all the times it was successful for them in the past and how they can relate it now. Maybe even might mean getting their morning outfit ready so they feel good, they're going to look good, they're going to feel extra confident about going into the new school year.
Those are great ones. I like that. All of this has been so helpful. I so appreciate you joining us as always on Bloom today.
Thank you.
All right, thanks Samantha. If you want to visit, you can head to McNultyCounseling.com. That's McNultyCounseling.com for more information. And we're going to be back with more Bloom right after this.